What's up, beautiful people of the internet? Today we have a list for you, and those are 5 great things that China did well. I said well. Whether it's right or not, that's up to you to decide, but just the convenience that comes with those 5 things, that is unrivaled. Without further ado, let's get down to business. I told you! Shorter video tomorrow! Yesterday. I'm sorry. WeChat got me excited, so you got this long, so yeah. I've always said, look on the bright side, look at the positive side of things. But I just realized I've only expressed my views from a negative point when I talk about China. And that's really strange because, in truth, I actually love China very much. That's why I'm here in China right now. So to do this beautiful country justice, I am gonna tell you guys what I find that I love about this country after living here for 7 years. To top it off the list, let's start with something that is crucial, integral to China's growth. Number 1, internet. Now, Chinese internet speed is not the fastest, nor do they intend for it to be. Don't get me wrong, they are still quite fast compared to a lot of other countries. But for such a big country, there is something more important than just speed. Yeah, you guessed it. Coverage. China has one of the most insane cell coverage in the world right now. I have friends from the States just complaining about rural areas not having any cell coverage, not having 2G even. And yet I live in countryside China and I always get 4G, and I explore all the way out there. I never ever run into a place where I go like, oh shit, there's no signal. What do I do now? I'm lost! No, never. I have a friend a few years ago, he first told me that he got landline telephone back in 2005. That's the first time he saw that thing. And yet, they got to like 4G, what, 6-7 years ago? So they leaped through the ages like it's nothing. And he was asking me, when is 5G coming? Why is it taking so long? China grew so fast that their citizens get confused because 5G isn't here yet. Think about that. They are really in another league right now. Number 2. What comes with that internet? A lot of you are reluctant to visit China just because you can't access the World Wide Web. That's a fair point. I was afraid of that too. I was struggling with that so much till I actually gave up everything Google and Facebook related. It's actually not as crazy as it sounds, because the Chinese own ecosystem, interweb, the Chinese web within the Great Wall, is surprisingly kinda good. They have their own version of Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, well, the list could go on, you know what I mean. And I wouldn't say that these are worse than the Western counterpart. In some cases, they're actually better, more convenient, and in some other cases, like Baidu, is a pile of crap. About 2 decades ago, China had a lot of catching up to do, so in a way they were not looking out to create, but rather innovate. When I first came here, I've seen tons and tons of websites that just looks like shit because they try to cram everything into that one page to bombard you with all the information that you just like, nope, cut it off. But can you blame them? All web pages look like that back in the early 2000s. Number 3. Transportation. Okay, let's take a minute and just shy away from the internet stuff and social media and everything for now, and just ask yourself one question. Where you live right now, would you be able to survive without a car? Think about it carefully. Your daily routines, your commutes, your work commutes and everything, what you do every day, where you go every day, would you be able to survive with an alternate means of transport? I can't. Not now. I'm in the countryside, so. But in the city, it's a different story. They have such a good design of public transport system. It's so frequent, it's so convenient, you can go anywhere with just close to nothing. 1 kwai, 2 kwai, which is what? 10-20 cents. And the thing is, If you go out of the city, inter-province, it's still very affordable. Those bullet trains can go up to like 300 kilometers per hour! And you get to another place in like a few hours. And China is a very big place, and you get to go anywhere in just a few hours. Mind blown. You know what? I can't help it. I still want to go back into the internet part, and you can actually pay every public transport with mobile payment. Worst case scenario is you step out of a bar at 2 in the morning and you're like, then you can just hail a Didi, which is Chinese Uber, or just grab a taxi. That's it. You can survive here without a car, like seriously. Number 4, the friggin' Cashless Society. I know, some of you will say that, oh, we have that here too, we have that there too, but did you know that in China, they have been doing that for the past decade, 10 years. It was February of 2008 when Alipay introduced mobile payment. And later, just a tad bit later in March 2014, WeChat Pay was a thing. And they are currently the pioneers in mobile payment right now. They are so far ahead that you can't even sniff their farts. That's what we say in Cantonese. 屁都聞唔到啊. Oh yeah, talking about WeChat, let's get into that. Number 5, We friggin' Chat. I said friggin' twice now. WeChat wasn't as big when it was first introduced back in 2012. It was just a chat app where you can just like shake your phone, which you can just like shake your phone to like meet people online which is doing the same thing around you, like near you. Also, you can send messages in a bottle which will reach out to anyone in the world. Yeah, apparently that's a thing. We downloaded the app just to, you know. But as time went by, they started introducing features after features after features, and it has now evolved into that one app that every single person just needs in their phone, if you're in China, that is. It is basically Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, Reddit, combined and much more. It has chats, groups, pages, memberships, timeline of posts, and mobile payment, where you can pay for your bills, pay off your credit card debts, and even book a movie ticket. If that's not enough, you can still hail a Didi, Chinese Uber. And just this morning, as I was scrolling through WeChat, I was like, just looking for new features. They even have news. I'm quite sure it has been there for a very long time, but still, I didn't know that. The most impressive feat of WeChat is really just how they cram everything in this app and still not make it look like they are bombarding you with features everywhere. It's all tucked in where they're supposed to be, and if you want to look for them, it's still easily accessible. In the age where all other companies are just trying to make separate apps for dedicated tasks, WeChat crammed everything into one app, all within one app, seamlessly. But there is one thing you have to know before you start using WeChat though. Everything on WeChat is monitored by the Chinese government. Well, at least they are transparent, so that makes it okay, right? You don't have a choice. You have to use it. I'm already hooked. I told you! Shorter video tomorrow! Yesterday. I'm sorry. WeChat got me excited, so you got this long, so yeah. Thanks for sticking around. If you like this video, well, thumbs up button down there, and you can go smudge it, caress it, and don't kiss it, you can go hug it. I have no idea why I do that really. Oh yeah, don't forget to give the subscribe button some love and ring the ding dong bell and leave a comment as well. Oh, that rhymes. I like that. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. My hand's not big enough for this. Too wide.